In the heart of Sicily, a notorious mafia boss has finally been apprehended after evading the authorities for 3 decades. This is a story of how the Carabinieri military police finally captured Matteo Mesina Denaro and the circumstances surrounding his capture. For 30 years, the Carabinieri military police had been hunting for Matteo Mesina Denaro. During his time at the top of the Cosa Nostra organized crime syndicate, he oversaw racketeering, illegal waste dumping, money laundering, and drug trafficking. He was convicted in absentia in 2002 of a string of murders. Reported sightings placed him everywhere from Venezuela to the Netherlands, but it was in Palermo, the heart of his homeland of Sicily, that he was finally caught. The police could not be sure the man was Matteo Mesina Denaro until he looked up and said, "You know who I am. I am Matteo Mesina Denaro." Over the years, a dense network of people loyal to him protected Mesina Denaro. The police cracked down on anyone suspected of protecting or aiding him, including his siblings. More than 100 people were arrested, and businesses worth over 150 million euros were seized. Wiretaps were placed on the homes of his relatives, and the police monitored the internet searches of his associates on Crohn's disease and liver cancer. These intercepts led the Carabinieri to assume the mafia boss was seeking treatment. The police gathered the details of all male cancer patients born in 1962 near Trapani, in western Sicily. Investigators zoomed into their lives, narrowing down the search to 10 suspects, then 5. One name jumped out to them: Andrea Bonafide, the nephew of deceased mafia boss Leonardo Bonafide. A man identifying as Bonafide had surgery in Palermo twice, in 2020 and 2021. When a chemotherapy session was booked under his name, the Carabinieri knew it was their chance. On Monday morning, more than 100 members of the armed forces surrounded La Maddalena clinic. Mesina Denaro was walking to a cafe when he noticed the heavy police presence. He made to turn back, but spotted more police closing off the street. He didn't run. Perhaps he too had known it was just a matter of time. After his arrest, Mesina Denaro was flown overnight to a high-security penitentiary in L'Aquila, in the central region of Abruzzo, by military plane. He was reportedly polite and soft-spoken. Police found no weapons in his hideout, but rather luxury perfumes, expensive furniture, and designer clothes. Details of how Mesina Denaro lived before his arrest started to emerge. He was living in an unassuming apartment in the countryside, far from the opulent mansions that the mafia is often associated with. He had created a false identity, going by the name Andrea and presenting himself as a freelance writer. Investigators believe that he had been living this way for years, using a network of trusted associates to maintain his anonymity. Despite his humble surroundings, he was reportedly still heavily involved in the operations of the mafia, and was considered to be one of its most powerful leaders. The arrest of Mesina Denaro dealt a significant blow to the Sicilian mafia, as he was seen as a key figure in its hierarchy. However, experts caution that his capture does not necessarily mean the end of organized crime in Italy, as there are still many other powerful and influential figures who remain at large. Nevertheless, the arrest of Mesina Denaro was a significant victory for law enforcement and a clear signal that the Italian government is committed to dismantling organized crime in the country. It is a reminder that even the most elusive and powerful criminals can be brought to justice through persistence, hard work, and cooperation between law enforcement agencies. As for Mesina Denaro himself, he now faces a long legal battle as he is tried for his alleged crimes. But for the people of Italy, his capture represents a step towards a safer and more just society, where criminals can no longer operate with impunity. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and let us know in the comments what you think about this story. Until next time, stay safe and be vigilant.